I want to give a shout out to one of my regulars who she's always on my live stream. Her name is Charlene, and I'll give her a shout out. She brought up a great question, and in recent time it was asked: did music change more from the '60s to the '90s, or 2000 to 2025? And at first, psychologically thinking in that 30-year window or 25, 30-year window, I wasn't thinking right. But yeah, she was right because we're 5 years removed from it being 30 years of a decade. And yet 2000 to now doesn't really seem that memorable for me. I know some people say get off your lawn and all that, but I will tell you why it's so different. Um, the digital era, the download era, the ringtone era, everything that took away the record store experience is different. The way we look at charts and everything is different. We don't look at it from actually people buying. We look at it from streams and a different trajectory. So you really don't even know and what's a song doing and how's it playing with the DJ, with the posters, with the cutout, with the buttons, with the record store, the smell, the vibe. You really don't even have that experience anymore. So it hits in a two totally different trajectory. So it's not even fair to compare because you're in a whole different mindset, different tunnel. So it's a different vision. So we're not even talking about whether what you like and what you don't, which obviously I'm gonna take the '60s to the '90s over the last 25 years without even up for discussion because there's only a handful of artists I feel that are worth me mentioning in the last 25 years that I'd even waste my time with purchasing and buying. Whereas you had some artists that were standard bearers, you had new sounds, you had new creations, you had production. And I don't really sense that. I know I don't. I don't feel it when what I hear from music these days. And again, it's because just the way we absorb it, we can absorb it through a phone or through a computer. We don't even get to absorb it in its totality on vinyl or tape or something. So just the selling and the manufacturing of it hits differently. So quite naturally, um, it's not as organic. It seems like it's, I don't know, it's almost like distributed in a way where you can't even put it in the context, but it just doesn't even hit like it used to. So that's problematic for off the jump. But asking, and that's just the changes. But what she was going on about was saying about like an artist like Michael Jackson, do you have anything that's like that? And I said, no, you don't really have anything like that. I said, as big as Beyonce's been for a quarter of a century. Yeah, she's been around that long. Bruno Mars been 20 plus years. Taylor Swift from 20. Chris Brown. None of that hits like that past do. It just doesn't. It's big, it's names, it's brand, but yet none of it is what I'd sit there and go, oh yeah, that artistry is something that you ain't heard like and you can live without. You can't live without. Now, it doesn't hit like that. So it's a very interesting dynamic, just how much music has changed from the '60s to the '90s versus 2000 to 25. Because if I just use this as a 25-year window, I could do 65 through 90 as a window. And you can definitely see the sonic changing, the production changing, the style changing, the arrival of more album oriented style, that. But if I go by this 25-year window, it's more technical. It's more technology that's been more innovative than what's the artistry because the business is not even the same anymore. So, but it makes for an interesting argument if you take the '60s through the '90s versus 2000s through 2025. What we have in comparison, how music has changed and everything involved. It makes for an interesting discussion. Let me know what you think has been the pros, the cons, and what's missing. For me, it's been the music. I think that the isolation of listening to everything has made it more distancing, and there's really not any warmth to what they put now. So that's just my take. But let me know what you think in the comments. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like it. Hit that membership because when you do, requests like this come true. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.